Hello, I'm Haley, and today I had the idea to do an AI crochet pattern and see if it actually looks good. I've seen some other people do this before, and usually it doesn't turn out great, so we'll see. So, I looked up a pattern on ChatGPT. Basically, I just asked, can you give me a crochet duck pattern or something? So I didn't actually look at it that closely, but first thing I noticed that was a little bit weird was just that in the like telling you what yarn you're supposed to use or whatever. Obviously it didn't tell me what yarn to use, but it did tell me like some random crochet hook size, which is kind of funny, but we shall see what it will look like. This is the yarn I'm going to be using. It's just, I don't know if it was red heart or not. I think it was. It was just like a giant pack that my parents got for me of like little yarns, but it was like a lot of colors and stuff. So actually before I start, there was one thing that I thought was kind of impressive, was that it like shows the abbreviations of the different stitches. So yeah. So the first thing it says to do is do a magic ring. For magic rings, I actually, I don't know how to do it. What I do is just do a slip knot like this and just single crochet into it, because I don't know how to. I've tried to learn before, but it usually doesn't go very good, and I don't even know what it does different. So like, is like doing a slip knot good enough? Then it says to increase every round. I actually don't really like this yarn. The only thing it's really good for is that it has those colors. It's just really draggy and hard to work with. I'm so used to doing like half double crochets and double crochets. I almost just did one. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. So then it says one single crochet and increase all around. And this is for the head and the body of the duck. So I don't know if they're attached. It sounds like they're one thing, so I don't know if it's like gonna be two circle-ish things or if it's just gonna be like one circle. But I guess we'll see. I think the fun thing about this mainly is just that after you make it, even if it looks crappy or anything, you can say it was made by AI. I just think that's kind of fun. So this is what it's looking like. Then it says to single crochet 2 and increase around. So now it says to just single crochet around for 5 rounds, I think. I think it is just one circle. It doesn't say anything about doing 2 balls or anything. I actually have to go to work in a bit here, so I will probably stop and come back later. If you're a crocheter, what is your favorite thing to make? I think my favorite thing to make, I do like making little, I don't know, is it called amigurumi things? Toys? I don't know. Like, these are fun to make. They're pretty easy and fast, usually. But I don't think they're really my favorite. One of the things recently that I've made, I've made like a few things since the video where I showed everything I crocheted. And one of the things I've made since then was this little bag. For Christmas, I gave one of my friends these little hair clips, and I wanted to put them in somewhere, so I made this little bag. It was like a little drawstring pouch thing, but that one was really fun to make and really easy because it was just a bunch of single crochets, really. So this is row 3, I think, of just doing single crochets. So far it's turning out to be a pretty good circle. I think the thing that will probably get weird would be the wings and the beak and stuff, because this would be pretty easy for ChatGPT to find. It's just a simple like circle shape. But I think I'll just finish the rest of this and then I'm going to go eat lunch and go to work. So I'm back. This is just a few days later. I did all of the single crochets, and so now it's tube-ish shape. So then the next part is basically just what we did at the top, or what I did at the top, except instead of increases, it's decreases. So then now it just says to stuff and do the decrease, or the last decreases, and then the body / head is done, I guess. Next, it says to do the beak out of orange. So we'll just set this aside over here. So it also says to start with a magic ring, which is a little bit weird, but then it says this single crochet 1 and then increase. So it should be about 9, it says. Which I feel like this is a weird thing to do for a beak unless we're gonna like fold it over. But it doesn't say that, it just says flatten the beak. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. Oh, I guess it could be a cone shape. That's probably it. Then it just says single crochet all the way around, and then it's basically done. Just have to sew it to the face. So I just finished the wings. Of course, they are exactly the same as the beak. I realized I didn't turn the beak around, so that's why it looks a little bit different. Like I didn't turn it inside out, I mean. So then the last thing is the feet, which are in fact different. So this one actually starts with a chain, which is different for this. So it says chain 5. And then it says to single crochet 3. Single crochet 3 and then 3 single crochet in the last chain. This is what it looks like. I don't understand how this is a foot. Then it says, oh, okay. So it says work along the other side of the chain. So this is what it's looking like right now. A little boat shape. And then basically it's just single crochet around, and that's it. I guess this is supposed to be the foot. It's like pretty much the same as what we just made. And this says to go under. So it'll kind of look like Kirby, I'm guessing. I don't know if it'll be like this or this, but I'll see what looks best. So I'll just finish the other one of this, and then we can get on to sewing. Oh, I realized something that I didn't do. It didn't say to do the eyes at the end of this, so I'm going to have to embroider them, I think. But we'll sew everything else on first. Okay, before I actually show you, well, I already said the eyes I had to sew on, but I don't think I have any black yarn right now, but I just sewed on some orange eyes, so it kind of looks a little bit creepy, but like, trust in the cuteness that it could have had if it had black eyes. Like, honestly, that's not that bad for an AI crochet thing. Like, obviously this is a bit big, and if someone had actually made it, it might be better, but I'm kind of impressed. He can't really stand on his own. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, he can't stand. Okay, he's actually standing a little bit to kind of perfectly balance him, but he can stand, actually. And yeah, other than that, like, these were basically the same thing. Like, it could have just said, do this again, but it's pretty good. Thanks for watching my video. This was like a couple days in the making because I kept getting distracted, but yeah, it was pretty fun to make and surprisingly good. So, subscribe, like, comment if you want to, and I'll see you next Sunday. Subscribe.